Hello and welcome to the Benefits of Certification information session brought to you by the Canadian Payroll Association. My name is Roxana and I'm the Credentialing Coordinator with the CPA Certification team. Today, together with Chris Picella, Manager of Certification, we'll be walking you through the Canadian Payroll Association's Payroll Compliance Practitioner and Certified Payroll Manager certifications and how you could get certified. First, we'll discuss just how important the work of a payroll professional is. Just to provide a bit of background, the Canadian Payroll Association has been representing employers' payroll interests in the past 35 years. Our core purpose is payroll compliance through education and advocacy, and our values are community, professionalism, and authoritative knowledge. We currently have a membership of almost 20,000 professionals and organizations, and we're committed to providing the payroll-related services that you and your employers need to be compliant and knowledgeable. Our Payroll Compliance Practitioner and Certified Payroll Manager certifications are recognized as the programs for professionals who want to obtain the knowledge required to be compliant with the legislative requirements that they're responsible for, whether they work for an organization, a company, a government agency, or an association. The PCP certification is the foundation for your career in payroll. It will provide you with the legislative content required to keep your organization compliant throughout the annual payroll cycle, effectively communicate payroll information to all stakeholders, and understand the accounting function as it relates to payroll. The CPM certification provides a valuable credential and the management skills needed by experienced PCP certification holders to advance their career in payroll management. New students must have at least 2 years of experience with responsibility of an organization's payroll function obtained in the last 5 years, including being accountable to management for the accuracy of employees' pay and all government statutory remittances or equivalent experience. Across Canada, we have almost 14,000 members holding either PCP or CPM certification. Here we could see the metrics on how payroll professionals play a mission-critical role in their organizations based on the magnitude of the financial responsibilities they administer, the employees they pay accurately and on time every pay, and ensuring their organizations are compliant with over 200 regulatory requirements throughout the year. As a payroll professional, you must keep current with the ever-changing legislation that impacts payroll. In our certification programs, we will provide you with the information and resources you need to stay current with these changes.
Our research shows that 32% of all payroll departments are a department of one, with an additional 43% having only 2 to 3 people. These departments, especially those with only one person, will more than likely require a certified payroll professional. Being in such a small department can certainly be challenging, and getting certified will help you in many ways. First, when you pursue lifelong learning, your employer will recognize you as someone who is committed to their profession. When you achieve the Canadian Payroll Association's payroll certification, you demonstrate to current and future employers that you've attained a professional level of proficiency and that you can add value to all aspects of the organization's payroll operations. Plus, your peers will also recognize you for the hard work and dedication required to successfully complete your certification. And one of the greatest benefits is that certification can often lead you in your career to more complex and rewarding positions, such as dealing with multiple or global payrolls, unionized payroll environments, or other advanced positions. Lastly, and this is the best part, recruiters and employers seek the PCP certification when looking for qualified candidates to fill their payroll positions. As a Canadian Payroll Association certified professional with a PCP or CPM certification, you will stand out from the crowd. This table shows various payroll positions along with the salary with or without a Canadian Payroll Association certification. This is based on the Payroll Salary Survey conducted by Hayes, a leading recruiter, and it shows that as a certified payroll practitioner, you can earn on average $10,000 more per year with a Canadian Payroll Association certification.
Ultimately, the goal of the association is to have every job posting for a payroll position in Canada list a Canadian Payroll Association certification as the knowledge requirement. Employers are recognizing more and more the importance of having certified payroll professionals responsible for the organization's payroll and legislative compliance. With over 11,300 students enrolled in our programs in 2016, students are recognizing that becoming a payroll practitioner is an excellent and in-demand career move.
Like many other associations, the Canadian Payroll Association certification model is based on 6 elements. First, the knowledge base of the certification is made up of a unique educational requirement. The Canadian Payroll Association is the foremost authority on Canadian payroll knowledge, and that expertise has been used to build the certification programs. Secondly, once you have successfully completed the education requirement, you'll need to satisfy the 1-year weighted work experience requirement. Once you've satisfied both the education and the experience requirements, you will need to ensure you have a membership with the association, which you must maintain on an ongoing basis. And finally, you must declare your certification through the CPA website. In addition, once certified, you must follow the Code of Professional Conduct and maintain your continuing professional education requirements, all of which is detailed on the CPA website.
So, let's start off with the educational requirements of PCP certification. In order to achieve the PCP, you must first complete 3 core payroll courses: Payroll Compliance Legislation, Payroll Fundamentals 1, and Payroll Fundamentals 2. Additionally, you will need to complete a CPA-approved Introduction to Accounting course through a post-secondary institution, which you can transfer into your program. If you have already completed an Introduction to Accounting course in the past, it may already qualify, and you could check the CPA's database of accepted courses located on the website. While Introduction to Accounting is a suggested prerequisite to taking Payroll Fundamentals 2, you do not need to complete the course prior to enrolling in Payroll Fundamentals 2. You may feel comfortable with your knowledge of accounting and can choose to take Payroll Fundamentals 2 before Introduction to Accounting. However, Introduction to Accounting is still required to satisfy the education component of PCP certification. Only one payroll course may be taken at a time, and the payroll courses, shown in blue, must be completed in the order you see here. Introduction to Accounting can be completed at any time throughout the program. Some quick notes on what each of the payroll courses cover. Payroll Compliance Legislation covers all of the legislation affecting payroll in Canada. It's the first course because compliance is the basis of a payroll professional's work. Payroll Fundamentals 1 focuses on payroll at the individual level and covers calculations such as net pay, bonus payments, commissions, termination, and also how to complete a record of employment. Payroll Fundamentals 2 is focused on payroll at the organizational level and includes remittances to various government stakeholders, the accounting function as it relates to payroll, and completing year-end documentation. The PCP certification provides you with the compliance knowledge required to process an annual payroll cycle anywhere in Canada.
Once you've completed the PCP payroll courses and transferred your Introduction to Accounting credit, you'll need to satisfy the PCP work experience requirement in order to receive your certification. The work experience requirement is weighted so that only time spent in a position completing payroll-specific responsibilities is counted. For example, if you're in a position where your responsibilities are 50% payroll and the rest of your time is spent on, say, accounting, then you would require 2 years in this position to satisfy the 1-year weighted requirement, as only half of your time qualifies. You have a 10-year window in which to satisfy the 1-year requirement, which is 5 years from your PCL start date and ending 5 years after the PCL start date. Once you've successfully completed the PCL, PF1, and PF2 payroll courses and transferred your Introduction to Accounting course toward the PCP certification, but have not yet completed the work experience requirement, you should use the title PCP Candidate to describe your progress toward the certification. Payroll provider organizations, recruiters, and other industry stakeholders are being educated to understand that a PCP candidate has the same education level as what former PCP graduates had prior to the implementation of the PCP work experience requirement. These organizations have been encouraged to hire PCP candidates in the same roles that new PCP graduates were formerly being hired for.
We'll now take a look at the CPM program. The CPM certification courses build on the foundation of a payroll compliance practitioner's experience with compliance knowledge, application of legislative monitoring, effective communication of payroll programs and policies, and build on their management skills. Certification is a smart choice for your career advancement. The Certified Payroll Manager CPM certification is the credential of choice for experienced payroll professionals who wish to manage a payroll department and further their payroll career. Certified managers command consistently higher salaries and better job opportunities than their non-certified peers. The CPM courses will provide you with the management content and tools required to be a successful manager, focusing on organizational decision-making and project management by utilizing benchmarking and best practice techniques. You will participate in your organization's risk management process by developing payroll continuity plans and strengthening your time and stress management strategies. You will participate in the development of payroll employees through the use of cascading objectives, job design, professional development, succession planning, and performance measurement. In order to get started in the CPM program, you must already be certified as a PCP, and you will also be required to satisfy a payroll experience prerequisite. Each student must submit a Payroll Experience Prerequisite application, or PEPA for short, and receive approval from the Canadian Payroll Association prior to enrolling in the Introduction to Payroll Management course. The PEPA application is available on the CPA website under the Certification tab. A guide to completing the PEPA application is also available, which provides detailed instructions.
Through the CPM courses, you'll obtain the knowledge and skills necessary to represent payroll issues at the management level. The CPM certification is comprised of 2 core payroll courses, Introduction to Payroll Management and Applied Payroll Management, in addition to 3 transfer credit courses shown in the white boxes, Organizational Behavior, Managerial Accounting, and Compensation and Benefits Management. Introduction to Payroll Management, or IPM for short, prepares professionals to manage a payroll department by introducing them to the most applicable core management skills. Upon completion of Introduction to Payroll Management, you should be able to define the role that strategic, operational, human resources, and financial management play in an organization, demonstrate the ability to monitor, analyze, communicate, and implement legislative changes, analyze situations and apply the appropriate decision-making tool, participate in an organization's risk management process by developing payroll continuity plans, identify and apply the principles of project management, define change management in terms of the forces that lead to organizational change, demonstrate a professional payroll profile by applying privacy principles to the management of payroll information, and analyze ethical situations that may emerge related to compliance and/or human resource situations. Applied Payroll Management, or APM for short, provides professionals with the opportunity to apply relevant management processes in a payroll department context. Upon completion of Applied Payroll Management, you should be able to define the legislative compliance role of a payroll professional, including how payroll can expand its role in an organization, analyze payroll's relationship with the finance, human resources, and information technology departments in an organization, participate in continuous improvement strategies through benchmarking and the application of best practices, identify the processes required for evaluating, implementing, and maintaining new payroll systems, participate in the development of payroll employees through the use of cascading objectives, job design, professional development, succession planning, and performance measurement, develop personal and professional career plans, and demonstrate self-management using effective time and stress management strategies.
There are many ways that you could complete the CPA certification courses depending on your learning style, time commitments, and location. We have 3 main study options available to allow you to choose the method that will best fit your life. First off, if you're interested in a classroom environment where you could be face-to-face with your instructor and peers, our payroll courses are offered at various colleges and universities throughout Canada. Courses typically run on a semester basis for 3 months, though there are some colleges that offer courses outside of the standard semester format. You can check the CPA website for course availability in your area. There is a dual registration process in place, so you will need to register with both the college and the CPA in order to take advantage of the classroom study option. If you prefer online study, our PCP courses are offered monthly, with each course running for approximately 13 weeks. Our CPM courses are offered twice annually, in February and August. Be sure to sign up early, as the registration closes 10 days before the course start date. You'll be mailed your course material to your preferred mailing address about a week before the course begins. Also, an invitation to the online learning platform will be emailed to you 1 to 2 days before the course begins. Online courses have an instructor available, and both classroom and online study option students will have access to the learning platform, which provides exercises, tasks, and quizzes that you can practice on your own time to prepare yourself for the examinations. Lastly, you have the option to challenge each of the core payroll courses of the PCP certification. Our PCP challenge courses start monthly, and once registered, you will receive the course material in the mail and have 2 months from your start date to complete the challenge exam. The challenge exam option is recommended only if you feel you have the knowledge to complete the exam with no course study, as there is no instructor or additional resources available. There is no challenge option available for CPM courses. If you're already working in payroll and you would like to find out where your payroll knowledge level is at, the Association's Payroll Knowledge Evaluator, or PKE, is an easy-to-use online evaluation tool. The PKE can indicate to you whether you would be best to complete the full PCP courses or if the challenge option might be a better choice for you.
Both the PCP and CPM certification programs have courses that are required to be completed through a post-secondary institution and transferred in. The Introduction to Accounting course for the PCP certification and the Organizational Behavior, Managerial Accounting, and Compensation and Benefits Management for the CPM certification. Before you can transfer your Introduction to Accounting course into the PCP certification program, you must at minimum have successfully completed the Payroll Compliance Legislation course first. Once you've completed the PCL course, you can mail your official transcript issued by your post-secondary institution along with the transfer credit application form to the Canadian Payroll Association. Transfer courses required for the CPM certification can be submitted at any time, again by mailing your official transcript along with the transfer credit application form to the CPA.
Before you send in your transfer credit paperwork, you should first check our online course database to see if the course you completed has already been recognized by the Canadian Payroll Association. The database is located on the CPA website under the Certification tab, and you could search by the post-secondary institution you attended to see if your course is listed. The database can also help you if you haven't yet taken the transfer courses and want to find an approved course to take at a college or university that is convenient for you. If you find that your course is not listed, it simply means that we have not yet assessed the content of that particular course, and we ask that you submit a detailed course outline or description as provided by the post-secondary institution. If you have completed your courses outside of Canada, please provide a detailed assessment letter showing Canadian equivalency along with your transfer credit application form. Processing of your transfer credit application paperwork will take approximately 4 weeks.
The final step for you to gain the PCP or CPM certification is to submit the certification declaration. This can only happen once you've completed the educational requirements, satisfied the work experience requirement, and you are an active member of the association. Once these requirements have all been met, You'll receive an email communication from the CPA Certification Department guiding you to the Certification Declaration webpage and providing you with the instructions on how to submit your declaration. Don't forget that you only have 5 years from the start date of your PCL or IPM course to satisfy all requirements and make the declaration in order to get the certification.
Once you have the certification, the responsibilities don't end there. You're required to maintain a membership either through an individual, professional membership, or the organization membership of your employer. You must also adhere to the Canadian Payroll Association's Code of Professional Conduct. This code embodies the rules, policies, and systems by which a professional should act or behave to maintain the integrity of the profession. Additional details about the Code of Conduct are available on the CPA website. Most importantly, as a PCP certification holder, you are required to complete and declare 14 hours of continuing professional education on an annual basis. For CPM certification holders, the annual CPE requirement is 21 hours. Your CPE cycle starts from January 1st to December 31st of each year. Once you obtain the required hours, you must submit a CPE declaration online through the association's website to confirm that you've met the annual CPE requirement by the December 31st deadline. Through CPE, you remain up to date on new developments in payroll and related legislation and grow our profession. It's also important to add that employees who constantly update their skills increase their value and are more likely to advance within their organization. We encourage you to plan carefully so you can earn your hours throughout the annual cycle and not leave it to the last minute.
The association recognizes the recent educational investment and hard learning that newly certified members have undertaken to achieve certification, and as such, the first CPE cycle will not start until January 1st, 2 years after you are first certified. For example, if you are newly certified in 2017, your first CPE cycle will not start until January 1st, 2019. In this scenario, the new certificate holder will have until December 31st, 2019 to obtain and submit their CPE declaration.
There are many ways for you to fulfill your CPE requirement, either through the Canadian Payroll Association's professional development seminars or a host of other opportunities, depending on your professional development needs. We encourage you to check our website for a list of approved activities that can be used to plan and organize your annual CPE requirement. Many activities can qualify as new learning for CPE hours, particularly those that pertain to payroll, HR, or accounting skills and competencies. CPE can also be fulfilled through opportunities that build other skills and competencies that contribute to an individual's professional development, such as communication, interpersonal skills, or project management. Examples of Canadian Payroll Association activities that would count towards CPE are attendance at a professional development seminar, PDS, or a National Payroll Week event, acting as a subject matter expert reviewing certification or professional development materials, keeping up to date by reviewing Canadian Payroll Association resources such as Dialogue Magazine or the eSource newsletter. Additionally, you can complete activities outside of the Canadian Payroll Association that would count towards CPE hours, such as successful completion of a business-related post-secondary course such as accounting, HR, participating in communication groups like Toastmasters, attending seminars or conferences in a related field, acting as a volunteer in your community and building interpersonal skills, participating in or providing internal work training, including implementation of a new payroll system, merging with another organization, and large-scale organizational change, and government-sponsored events such as the CRA and Service Canada, which offer many seminars free of charge to businesses in Canada. Remember, whenever you are unsure whether or not an activity would count towards your CPE hours, you should ask yourself the following question. Does the activity further my abilities as a payroll professional? If the answer is yes, then the activity meets the CPE criteria. Additionally, you can find a list of approved activities on our website, which can provide you with some guidelines and tips on what qualifies towards a CPE activity.
In addition to the professional benefits gained from obtaining the certification, there are many other benefits that come with Canadian Payroll Association membership. The association advocates with the federal and provincial government partners on your behalf to drive the payroll profession and ensure that our certification programs, professional development seminars, and InfoLine consultants have the most recent legislative information available. Government agencies regularly consult the association on upcoming changes to legislation, and we provide input to ensure that any changes that are made are effective and efficient for our membership. Payroll InfoLine is one of our most popular member benefits. As a member of the association, if you have any payroll-related inquiries, you can call or email us, and one of our experienced team of InfoLine advisors will be able to provide you with the answers you need to ensure that your company's payroll is compliant and running on time. As a member, there are also numerous opportunities to get together with other like-minded payroll practitioners that can relate to what you do on a daily basis when often no one else in the organization can. Just a few of the events available are National Payroll Week breakfasts and luncheons held every September, certification recognition events held annually in April and May, and the annual conference and trade show held in a different city each year. The 2018 conference will be held in Ottawa, Ontario. We're sure looking forward to that. As an added incentive, attendance at these networking events counts towards your annual continuing professional education requirement.
Once you've decided to become a payroll practitioner, you may need to look for potential employment opportunities. CPA has just the tool for you. JobConnect is designed to help individuals like you who may be seeking a new payroll job opportunity match up with employers to solve their staffing needs. If you're a member looking for employment, you can search the jobs posted on the site and even post your resume. There's also a feature where you can register to get email notifications of new job postings so you could stay on top of your job searching. Employers can add and access job postings, search resumes, and contact candidates online. Once you get certified, you'll be invited to attend one of the many recognition events that are held across the country every year, where you'll be individually recognized for your accomplishment in front of CPA alumni, CPA board members, subject matter experts, and other special guests. These recognition events will provide you with the opportunity to network with other certificate holders and reacquaint with former classmates over a delicious meal. We also recognize the top 3 PCP students in each region of the country who will receive their gold, silver, and bronze awards at the event. The top 3 students in the country receive complimentary registration to our annual conference and trade show, including travel and hotel accommodation, where they are recognized during the awards night banquet.
Your interest in becoming a certified payroll practitioner can open a world of opportunities that only a certification can bring. We'd like to thank you for attending and participating in this information session and encourage you to take the next step in getting certified by registering for a Canadian Payroll Association course by registering on our website at payroll.ca. Should you have any questions about the courses or the PCP certification, please visit our website or feel free to contact friendly staff.